This assignment is titled Voice of the Medieval Artist because it asks you to imaginatively inhabit the world of the medieval scribe making medieval manuscripts for an audience. If you look at the objectives, there are 3 specific things that you're demonstrating that you can actually discuss the style. So you choose one medieval manuscript, whether that's the Ebbo Gospels or the Lindisfarne Gospels or another, the Book of Kells, etc., and show that you can use descriptive language, use vocabulary such as composition or line to actually get your reader to look closely at the artwork and to see what makes it stand out. So you're going to get us to look, us being your audience, your audience of your manuscript, and not your manuscript, excuse me, of your assignment, your classmates and me, that's the us. And then you're going to tell us how the scribe that you are imaginatively speaking as, how that scribe made everything, right? Tell us about the tools used. Tell us the process that went into this intense devotion expressed through artistic expression. And then the last thing that you're looking to do is to talk about how you as a medieval scribe have made this with someone in mind, someone who's going to use it, look at it, value it, because I want you in this assignment to think about how every artwork, yes, we need to experience it as an object that has been made a certain way out of materials, but it's also made to do something for someone. Every single artwork, whether that's a child's artwork, a little drawing of crayons that a child makes for his or her parents, or whether it's the medieval scribe working on the Book of Kells or the Ebbo Gospels for a purpose, for an intention. And that's why I've asked you to make it a letter addressed to someone. That's your format. This is not an academic essay. I'm not asking you to write as a DVC college student in the voice of a DVC college student talking about the Ebbo Gospels. I'm asking you to imagine yourself as the scribe creating the Ebbo Gospels. So here's an example from a class, a section of this class in a previous semester who chose to address their colophon to posterity. So in this case, they're actually addressing the future. Who will look at this in the future? What do they want to say? Long have I been entranced in this laborious, tedious process. My eyes have seen nothing but this work, and now we conclude. Prayer, meals, and perhaps sleep are all that interlude my meticulous work. All in good work, for the work of God must be shared. This is an example of a group that has really thought about the mindset of a medieval monk or nun living in a manuscript. And that's what I'm asking you to do, is to actually try to, like an actor or actress, like an acting troupe, actually inhabit the mindset of the past and express that, right? So the Morgan Beatus is something that we need to understand how they saw it. And so the group says the artwork shows quite a nightmarish, apocalyptic scene that is expressed in the verse. I've made different stylistic choices that are intended to help you feel the intense battle against our church's enemies. That's awesome. That is the true insight that we want when we study art histories, is what stylistic artistic choices were made in order to create what kind of effect to help you feel the intense battle. And so this is talked about in terms of vibrant inks to portray a chaotic energy. And notice how this draws from the videos about the materials and methods. Inks are made with grounded materials like vegetables and minerals mixed with water. For the more vibrant colors, alchemy is necessary. So that is the purpose of all that material like the videos and the text is so that you have a really robust understanding of the lived experience of the historical period and the actual making of the manuscripts. That quick sample shows you how these three things are linked, right? And I also want to go back down here and show you these bullet points reminding you how to proceed so that you can really build up your colophon. It ends with include at least one image from your manuscript. And it's fine to just have the page, the photograph that you're working with in the textbook and in the module pages. You don't have to add any additional photograph, but you're certainly welcome to if you feel like it builds up the impact of your presentation and it helps you potentially to think more deeply about what you want to say. Feel free to add more than one image.